Today, inshallah ta'ala, we will discuss that how to distribute the estate of a deceased woman among her husband, father and mother. Let's suppose that this deceased woman left an estate of 31 lakh rupees. First of all, we will pay the funeral and burial expenses. Let's suppose that the funeral and burial expenses amounted to 1 lakh rupees. We will less the funeral and burial expenses out of 31 lakh rupees, and the remaining now that we have is 30 lakh rupees. After payment of funeral and burial expenses, we have to pay the debts and execute the wills. But we will suppose that this deceased lady had no debts, nor she made any will in favor of any person. So now we will directly distribute the remaining 30 lakh among the husband, the father and the mother of this deceased woman. First of all, we will calculate the share of the husband. In chapter number 4, Surah An-Nisa, verse number 12, Allah Almighty says, وَلَكُمْ نِصْفُ مَا تَرَكَ أَزْوَاجُكُمْ إِلَّمْ يَكُنْ لَهُنَّ وَلَدٌ. And for you is 1/2 out of what is left by your wives, if there is not any child for your wives. فَإِنْ كَانَ لَهُنَّ وَلَدٌ فَلَكُمْ رُبُّعُ. Then if there is any child for your wives, then for you is 1/4. So in the light of this verse of the Holy Quran, we give to the husbands 1/2, 50%, if there is not any child for the deceased woman, and we give to the husbands 1/4 if there is any child for the deceased woman. So this deceased lady, this deceased woman does not have any child. Therefore, the husband of this deceased woman will get 1/2, and 1/2 of 30 lakh rupees is equivalent to 15 lakh rupees. So we'll give 15 lakh rupees to the husband of this deceased lady. Now we have to calculate the share of the father and the mother of this deceased lady. And the distribution of estate between the father and mother is very, very important, because I've seen some learned scholars making a big mistake while distributing the estate between the father and the mother. So it is very, very important to understand the division of estate between the father and the mother. Allah Almighty has revealed 5 points in 3 verses of the Holy Quran, and if we practice these 5 points, if we memorize these 5 points, if we work on these 5 points, then inshallah ta'ala we will not make any mistake while distributing the estate of a deceased man or a deceased woman among the father and the mother. So now inshallah ta'ala I'm gonna discuss these 5 points. Point number 1 or principle number 1, which Allah Almighty has laid down, Allah Almighty has revealed in 2 verses of the Holy Quran. First of all, I'm gonna discuss verse number 11. In verse number 11, Allah Almighty says, لِلذَّكَرِ مِثْلُ حَظِّ الْأُنْثَيَيْنِ. For men, there is similar portion of 2 females. मर्दों के लिए हिस्सा है 2 औरतों के बराबर. And in verse number 176, Allah Almighty says, فَلِلذَّكَرِ مِثْلُ حَظِّ الْأُنْثَيَيْنِ. Then for men, there is similar portion of 2 females. So this principle has been revealed by Allah Almighty in 2 verses of the Holy Quran, verse number 11 and verse number 176 of chapter number 4, Surah An-Nisa. This is point number 1, principle number 1. Now point number 2, principle number 2. In verse number 11, chapter number 4, Surah An-Nisa, Allah Almighty says, وَلِآبَوَيْهِ لِكُلِّ وَاحِدٍ مِّنْهُمَا السُّدُوسُ مِمَّا تَرَكَ إِنْ كَانَ لَهُ وَلَدٌ. And for your parents, for each one of them, is 1/6 out of what you have left if there is any child for you. So if there is any child for a deceased person, then we will give to the mother and to the father of that deceased person 1/6 and 1/6. We will give 1/6 separately to the mother and will give 1/6 separately to the father of that deceased person. Point number 3, principle number 3. In verse number 11 of chapter number 4 Surah An-Nisa, Allah Almighty says, فَإِن كَانَ لَهُ إِخْوَاتٌ فَلِأُمِّهِ السُّدُسُ. Then if there are siblings, then for the mother is 1/3. Then for the mother is 1/6. مِنْهُمَ السُّدُسُ. فَإِن كَانَ لَهُ إِخْوَاتٌ فَلِأُمِّهِ السُّدُسُ. So if the deceased person has siblings, even then the mother of that deceased person will get 1/6. If a deceased person does not have any child, even then the mother, but he has siblings, even then the mother will get 1/6. And if a deceased person has any child, even then the mother will get 1/6. So it has been made clear by Allah Almighty in verse number 11 of chapter number 4 Surah An-Nisa. Now point number 4, principle number 4. In chapter number 4 Surah An-Nisa verse number 11, Allah Almighty says, فَإِلَّمْ يَكُنْ لَهُ وَلَدٌ وَوَرِثَهُ أَبَوَاهُ فَلِأُمِّهِ الثُّلُثُ. Then if there is not any child for the deceased person and the deceased person is inherited by the parents, then for the mother is 1/3. So if there is not any child for the deceased person and there are no siblings for the deceased person and the deceased person is inherited by the parents, then the mother of that deceased person will get 1/3. Point number 5. In verse number 11, verse number 12 and verse number 176 of chapter number 4 Surah An-Nisa, Allah Almighty has used ma taraka, mimma taraka, mimma taraktu, mimma tarakna. Allah Almighty has used these 4 words in these 3 verses of chapter number 4 Surah An-Nisa. But Allah Almighty has not used any of these 4 words after sulusu. So in the presence of the father, the father will get twice the share of the mother, because for men there is similar portion of 2 females. The father will get twice the share of the mother and the mother will get 1/3. And 1/3 of 15 lakh is 5 lakh rupees. So the mother will get 5 lakh rupees and the father will get 2/3. We also have to maintain the point number 1, principle number 1, which Allah Almighty has revealed in 2 verses of the Holy Quran. لِلذَّكَرِ مِثْلُ حَظِّ الْأُنْثَيَيْنِ and فَلِلذَّكَرِ مِثْلُ حَظِّ الْأُنْثَيَيْنِ. So over here in the presence of the father, the mother is inheriting as a residuary and mother got her 5 lakh rupees. Her share of 1/3, that is equivalent to 5 lakh rupees. She has got that. Now the father will get 2/3 and 2/3 of 15 lakh rupees is 10 lakh rupees. So the father will get 10 lakh. So it is how we will distribute the estate of a deceased woman among her husband, father and mother.